Y'all come on in before my ride come. Okay. What's up, y'all? What's up? What's up? What's up? What's up? We're back and we're live. Okay, y'all, we back and we're live. Lil Nita still, I am waiting on her son. I'm looking for something. I need to put on my glasses. Oh, there you go. Let's go. Let's go. What's up, y'all? What's up? What's up, y'all? Come on in. Come on in, y'all. I'm still waiting on my son, baby. But while I'm waiting on him, I decided to come back on here and talk to y'all about this David Burke case, a D4VD case. Ain't no way in the head. Ain't no way in the head. I had to think about something. You know, we all make mistakes. But it's okay. It's okay. You're not the word perfect. I'm not perfect. Now, I know David know who, if his car, he did report his car being stolen, y'all. So I'm going to put the stolen Tesla out. I'm going to put the stolen, he did not report that Tesla stolen unless they are not telling us that he made a report of his Tesla being stolen. Okay? So I can't say that the Tesla was reported stolen because there's no accident report on the Tesla being stolen. Okay? I'm trying to get the boy the benefit of the doubt. But I also want justice for this beautiful little girl. Okay? Now, I was thinking about something. Come on, y'all. Y'all got to make sense with it, okay? When we go out of town, we authorize people to do a couple things for us. We authorize, well, unless we got it in our garage. We lock our car up in the garage. Somebody want to borrow the car. We let them borrow the car. But he can't park the car in the garage. Listen. David can't park his car in the garage because it's a gym light. So he sits his car on the street. What they are not telling us is everything. They're not telling us if the car was stolen. They just want y'all to look crazy. Okay? So, no way. Here we go. Y'all can, oh Lord, they just sit there, wait on me to go live. Subscribe to my channel just to go live to say something negative. So that is so sickness, but it's okay. I still love you. God, oh, I can't believe people do that. But anyway, I ain't going nowhere, so you got to deal with me. Okay. So, what I'm saying is, hopefully, I hope that David, I'm thinking about me planning my, but we don't know how long she been in the trunk. Oh, okay, let me go. Okay. You know what? He didn't report the car stolen. It's not what we feel like. Think about it, y'all. Think. He didn't report the car stolen unless they didn't tell us. Okay? If our car was stolen, we will report that our car has been stolen. Listen, people, okay? I know I would if my car been stolen. I've been out the country. My car's stolen. Golly, where is it? It's not in front of my door. So I'm going to report that. That's something that they have not shared with us, that information about that car being stolen. Number two, I'm not going to plan no tour with nobody in the back of my trunk. Unless I planned this earlier. A lot of people premeditate a lot of stuff. What I don't understand is there were two cars. There were two cars. One was in David and the other one. And what I don't understand is why are we finding bodies in the back of the trunk? So who put that other lady in the back of her trunk? Which they trying to say neither one of the cases have nothing to do with each other. Something is going on, y'all. Now, I ain't trying to blame nothing on ICE, because the reason why I'm going to blame nothing on ICE because they are legally in this country. Legally. They get Social Security. These are older parents. Older parents are mostly tired. They'll let the older kids handle the youngest one, okay? Because the youngest one kind of burden on them, okay? So with this body, the way the body allegedly, in 1 minute they tell us the body was decomposed in the back of the trunk, where you can't identify her. They was acting like the body part of the body was separated. The eyes, you can't tell all of that. It's all that stuff that the media will feed into us. How did y'all do all these autopsy and not a toxicology report on this girl? What they trying to say, what they are trying to do, y'all, somebody protecting him. Because she's a runaway. When you're a runaway, they don't care nothing about you. Allegedly, they don't care nothing about you when you run away, because you done ran away so many times to the in your house, and then the police done been out to your house so many times for your mama and you, and your mom and dad and you. So we are right now, and did David have something to do with it? And I'm still gonna say, I know y'all say y'all don't believe that boy named Marky, his ex-security guard, everybody is his ex-manager, ex-security, ex to David. Why they are not with David? Why aren't they not still with David? They were making millions when he was 17. He was fronting millions, and then he was making millions. You also have Josh. Josh was said to be a manager. They said Josh Marshall. But when, like I told y'all, when I looked up Josh Marshall, I seen a lot of Josh Marshall. So it threw me off with the case, with the Josh Marshall. Now, I don't like, now, what they did I believe, this is what I believe. I believe that David do know who he left that car with, authorized to use that car. Only way they are authorized to use that car is they have the keys. They don't have these. They have a card. They have a card that they use. They have a card that they use. It's a card that they use, okay? They don't have a key. That's their key. We have to ask ourselves, who's setting, what are they proving to even let this happen to David? What are they proving to prank the mama house? What are they proving for a little girl in the back of David's car? Tesla. Who is doing this? Accomplice. Somebody wants attention and not getting enough attention from David. And y'all, I hate to say it, but I don't want to say it. I believe I'm not going to say it. I don't think his nationality did it. I think that another nationality did it, but allegedly it could have been some money. I don't know. I think, not feel, I think that there was money involved in this situation because the way the medical examiner is not being truthful to us. I think that they are not being truthful. Lately, in most of the cases that we're covering that deal with females, I don't believe they being. Y'all better be careful out there, ladies. Y'all may think I'm trying to be hard on y'all, and I'm gonna stay hard on y'all because they on y'all. They on y'all. Y'all losing. Y'all remember the time when the men y'all used to call the police on the man and then get the man locked up and you turn around and bail them out of jail. They getting tired and sick of y'all. Y'all don't believe me. They sick of y'all calling the police on the man go to jail, and you come down there and bail the man out and let the man back in the house. They sick of y'all. So it's more like if I'm a runaway and I don't ran away so many times, and I bring the girl back home, and she run away again, what part are you playing in this? What part are you playing in this as a parent? So we can look at this case all kind of ways. We can blame everybody. Hold on, y'all. Hold on for a second. Alexa, turn off. Yeah, I was upstairs listening to Alexa. So I believe that the body was in there last year because it was in the plastic. It was in like a plastic. What the purpose of putting it in the plastic? And we all know she was 70 pounds from the medical examiner, telling me that she shrunk, deteriorated all together because she was thick. She was thick. She was eating good. She also shared something with y'all that she met the guy David online. What David did she meet online? Because she in his car. She in his Frunk-Trunk. People, I believe that David knows something. I don't want to do you like that, David. I believe that the interview, I noticed I've been making a lot of videos about, short videos about my imaginary boyfriend. There are a lot of young people out there dealing with mental issues. And that person switch up sometime in their mind. No way I can make music about something and then the person is unalive. Okay, let me see what you're saying. I definitely believe that he does know something, but I believe if he tell it somebody, you know what? And K, in your mind, me saying K. That's what we said. Somebody behind this with him. And it's so much jokester. It's so many of these young people that the police need, that investigator need to have locked up. Because you don't make no joke when somebody's daughter is unalive, or when somebody's child is unalive, when somebody's kin people is unalive. You don't make no joke about, oh yeah, I helped him put her in the trunk. I helped him bury her. See, y'all saying that, a lot of people saying that we know she wasn't buried. No, we don't know if she was buried and put inside of his trunk. Somebody saying like they trying to tell a story. They still telling a storyline. And David like telling, I found out something about David. David like his storyline. He like the memes that he put in the story on the stage. He make it come to life. He make what he does come alive. See, that's what David mistake is. Right. That boy need to be locked up for making that joke. Now, David is talking. They have taken his Instagram down. In the middle of the night, the other night, they took it down. And the reason why they took that Instagram down, because he was in it. It was just like the Zaya Harris case. They had taken Jarvis and the Zaya Harris Instagram down. So that's what they doing to him. They took his Instagram down. David needs to realize what he is doing exactly. It's going to get him locked up in jail. What did he say? He knows music, video, and everything. And see, why you got to ask yourself about D4VD David. You got to ask yourself why people don't want to be around him. See, when people are weird and stuff like that and do weird stuff, I don't want them around me. You can stay weird all you want to. I just don't want you around me. David said he don't have friends because people not accepting him the way he is, so he decided to go online school. He would have a problem with people liking him in school. Y'all, it's a lot of weird things, weirdos out there that beliefs are different than ours. Now, when you talking about taking the Tesla and put it around the corner to his house, on the next street over, it don't make sense. That seemed like a patty girl stuff. To take his car, to put it around the corner and let you know, I love you. It could be a trans, it could be anybody. I love you, David. It could be a girl involved with him. It could be a boy loves him. Somebody loved David to put that car around the corner for him. And mentally, we don't know, since he liked to work with the mind, that he put the car right there. Now, I don't want to think like that. I'm trying to give him the benefit of the doubt that ain't no way in the world I'm going to put a body in my trunk and go on a tour and move my car around the corner. That seems like a girl stuff. Petty. But what do we got here? What do we have here? What do we have? What's going on? David making money, y'all. Let me tell y'all something. That boy making money. That boy bringing in more than what you offer him. David made more money than a lot of these rappers and singers. Young boy. He's young. He bringing that bread in. They jealous of him. Of course they're going to be jealous of him. If he didn't do what they say do. If he didn't do what they say do. Hey, baby. Hey, Demetrius. I'm trying to get him. Me too? Okay. I am trying my damnedest to get his boy the benefit of the doubt, but it come out. He's guilty of a lot of... What's up, baby? Narita? Now, look. Now, the reason why first of all, something is missing. If I consent my daughter to be with you, I trust my daughter to be with you. If I know that my daughter like this older guy in the middle school, I'm older. I can't handle her right now. She too much, she a burden on me. If I know where she is and I gave you the permission to take care of my baby, that's what I want you to do. Make sure she go to school. Make sure she do what she's supposed to do. Okay? And they probably paid him allegedly. Paid the family. Allegedly. But now my baby is gone. She came home. When she came home, she got into it with a boy. Who is that boy out there threatening that baby? Calling her out her name. Dogging her out. And she so hyped up into fussing back like she 20 years old. There are some children are mature than others due to the fact the way they raised, and ain't nothing wrong with it. her, she is the person in her family that speak English along with her little brothers and little sisters. She the one have to babysit and go up to the school and talk for the teacher. I don't see kids who got Spanish family and they come up there and they speaking for their parents. It's a the way we have to look at this case. We got to look at everybody. We got to look at everything and everybody, and I think that the investigators are doing a good job at this, because if they put what they know on the internet, y'all would take it and y'all would twist it. So I like what the investigators are doing. That's what I think the parents say. Make sure that you go to school, and David, you post to the Celeste. Yes. Now, only thing bother me is I cannot fantasize and have a good show knowing that y'all got a body in a bag in my Frunk-Trunk. How is I gonna be on the stage singing about something, reacting to something, but listen, y'all, that was 2022 when he brought that song out, when he acted out on stage about somebody named Celeste. This ain't no coincidence. This is not no coincidence. If it were anybody else poor with no money, they'd been locked up. Trust me. Have a body in the back of your truck, in your car, around the corner from on the next street over. You're gonna go to jail. Something is protecting him from being locked up. Something is protecting David from going to jail, being arrested. But I think arrest is coming soon because he love money. If you love money like I do, and somebody stopping you from making your money, and your money ain't coming in right, and you losing money. Right now, David is losing money. He losing more money right now, not doing his shows. He losing money. David is something that his mama need to talk about. They probably put a gag order on them. They are not talking because they probably gagged their mouth. There is no news media is out there talking about this case. Only us, News Nation, TMZ, and the little small content creators. This ain't no coincidence, y'all. Let me see what she said. How could I go on? Right. I can't do it. When I was at my track meet coaching, and something came on to my mind. Right. Knowing something was going on. And I had to tell my track coaches, assistant track coach, to take over. Because what's on my mind is keeping me from focusing. But we got to remember, David is a young boy. He was young back then. He was 17, he was 20. I don't even know, I don't understand why David even, with the potential that he has, why is he messing with a little middle school child? It's because allegedly she lied about her age. And that happens, and y'all notice I keep bringing it up. People lie about their age every day. These young girls lie about their age every day. They look older. They are looking older now, but they babies. You can tell because you are father, you are mother, and you recognize the game. And I don't heard plenty of men say you underage or you underage, overage. With this generation of kids now, they look older. They look older than their age. And when you don't care, and when they show you the ID, show me your ID. Here we go. Show me your ID. I'll show you my ID. That's what they went by. You was telling the truth about your age. You told them how old you were. What are we dealing with here, y'all? What are we dealing with here? When you are the responsible, I'm the third child. I had some responsibility. I can add older, but we look younger in our family. We look young. We don't age fast. And I reckon real young. And what are we dealing with here? Y'all got to realize that on both sides, something is going on with the connection, with the money, with the family, with David and other people. When David touched this case, David got to come out. He's scared. He got to tell on these people. If he tell on these people, he already done gave them a warning sign that send the police out to his house. We know where you stay at, David. We know where you stay. David right now is trying to protect his family because it's some powerful stuff in there. It's the energy that is so powerful. It's pulling him from telling the truth because they're after his family now. They sent the police when the police went out to his family house. When the police went out to his family house, they let David know, we know where your family lives. And we work in the middle of the night, David. Y'all better think. Y'all better think somebody need to protect that boy. I need to tell. No. What's up, RR? What's up, Becca? I don't understand why there is no cover. It's no coverage. Thank you, baby. No coverage. Nothing. After that, yeah. No coverage. I'm in the true crime community, but I have barely heard. I just said that. He is on the watch. They watching him. They watching David. It's no news people saying nothing. It's almost seemed like they gave this case to TMZ. TMZ passed it to News Nation. Everything that News Nation in TMZ saying, we already done figured it out. No coverage. Y'all know how it's supposed to be. We know how it's supposed to be. This is not a woman. This is a child in a Frunk-Trunk. I can't say what I want to say. Thank you. Me too. They act like David, they seem like somebody sent for David. It seemed like somebody for him. David must, you know what I thought about, baby, Becca? David is trying to be in an industrial without going through the initiation. To me, it seemed like he trying to do stuff and trying to become big time on his own. It don't work like that. Y'all know it don't work like that. We can fill out an application for a job, but we have to be interviewed. David just can't try to take over and try to do all these Fortnite games and try to take over without going through initiation. Come on, David. Come on now. David think he, okay, we on it, okay. Now we that's right. David, happy birthday, Jason. Now, David You cannot go through being a delta, or AKA, whatever, without being initiated. We can't even go through college band without being initiated. When you get a job, put in a job application, you got to go through something. Shoot, y'all can't tell me ain't that ain't right in this case. Then we say, Jason, you so sweet. No, we can't talk about Diamond and Tiana, baby. What's up, Tracy? It felt weird, like the Kanika death. That's why I brought up Kanika Jenkins case the other day. I bet his identity card is fake. That girl got so many fake IDs. Everybody knew David. I don't even know David. I don't know him. I never heard of his music because he into game. I don't play games. I don't play no Fortnite, and I always tell my daughter, and my daughter always said she took her son off of that Roblox. When you ask a child, I heard the police put a child over the other day, and he said, "What kind of game are you playing?" He said, "I'm playing Roblox." Okay, y'all. You better start buying your children games and looking through those games. But I'm telling y'all right now, we ain't had no kind of news coverage. And LAPD, we do them every night at 2 o'clock in the morning. They chasing other people, but they ain't chasing this case. They ain't chasing this case like I want to see them chase the case. Think it was she, the poor girl. Yeah, she was stuck in the freezer. Now, I already brought her up. I brought her up because what they trying to do. The reason why I brought Kanika up the other day is because they trying to put drugs on this little girl. They trying to put on that toxicology report that she put herself in that car. Her mama just gonna be rich, lawsuit, and no child. Nobody locked up behind this case. That's what they want them to tell. Because they don't care nothing about us women no more. Women think I'm so hard on them. I'm going to stay on y'all. Because I see what's going on. I ain't just being born. I see what's going on. They don't care nothing about y'all no more. They don't. I thought she was... They said 1 minute they said she was dismembered, and then 1 minute they said they had a whole full body. What's up, Julian? My father was Jerome Whittle. Okay, the NBA. Okay, basketball player. Out on in Waukesha, Illinois in 1970, and I cannot believe what happened to Kings. Oh my God! Sorry about that, Juliana. Death of a child is horrible, Tracy. We are not not disposable, and we are doing our job as the community to stay on their butt about that little girl, y'all. I don't care if she was a runaway. We are no food. David won't get away with it. Right. We still gonna talk about it. I'm gonna always talk about it. I'm gonna push over him. Push. Button on him. Ain't gonna stop talking about it. Anytime my case is over here on my channel, my subscriber know how I am. I am not laying up out that man. I'm staying on this case. I'm not gonna let it go. I stayed on the Kanika Jenkins case. They don't even know who I was in they chat. I follow a lot of people, and they don't need to know who I was. I didn't use this name. But the thing was, my daughter used to say, "Mama, you still looking at that case?" Yeah, I said, I ain't leaving this case until I find out. And the only thing, Jason, you got to understand about, we can't talk about Tiana and that little girl case right there because that case would have been solved a long time ago. I can't do nothing with that case, baby. They gonna be a cold case because them girls are older now. Them kids don't even know who they are. You got to realize when the kids go missing, y'all, they drug them up. Allegedly drug them up. It ain't nothing I can do. I have no control over that, but control my children and my grandkids. What about, it's hunting, right, Tracy? Jenkins should have complete justice. In her case, they weren't going to give it to her, Juliana. They weren't going to give it to her. They weren't going to give it to her. Try to believe that this Celeste was drugged. They did do something to that girl. It was a party house. David talking. They don't like David. Because they think David is a wannabe. They think that David want a wannabe. He make money off of a certain kind of crowd of people. Y'all got to pay David some attention. He making money off of them people who sit in dark rooms, who in the dark room. That's what he make it off of everybody's children. David told y'all himself, the internet is my family. Y'all heard, come on. Y'all heard what her name in the chat? Right, what her name in the chat? Backer. You remember when David said, the internet is my family. Like, I'm y'all family. And I ain't gonna let nobody come over here. I block them all day long. I don't care if I have 1,000,000 blocks. I'm not gonna let them come and stop y'all from speaking y'all mind. That's what David. David said the internet is his family. Cause they the only one loves him. They the only one believes him. Come on, y'all. Y'all better, all I got to tell the mamas who always got something to say. When I speak on y'all, because you all are leaders. You all are the mama. The mother of your kid. It's hard being a parent. I was a parent of 5. It was hard. It wasn't easy. I made a way. Y'all don't want nobody. Y'all want folks to glamorize and put some perfume and put wigs on top of it and lipstick and eyelashes on it. No. No. Why are so many children running away? That's what I don't understand, Williams. I don't know why they run away at their age. Because they want to be grown. But see, with her age, I don't know about his family. Read the topic. If you come in the chat, read the topic. Don't come in here. Come on, everybody grown on my channel. I don't supposed to have no children on my channel. Demon dressed up, real show do, Tracy. A smile in your face. What they say, smiling faces. Sometimes pretend to be your friend. Can you dig it? Or come in here like they're your friend, don't give a deal about you and your children. And see, reason why a lot of kids run away, because we got to realize that children are kids. Her parents are older. They allegedly get Social Security. They had her late. And the older children take care of her. She got little siblings who hard-headed. Them little hard-headed kids hard-headed in elementary school. I don't care how much a mama and a daddy preach to their children. They are hard-headed. That's why we got to get the community together. But you can't trust the community. But there are some good people in your community that you can build from there. But that little girl probably tired of taking care of her hard-headed brother. She probably get fussed at every time they break something, every time they do something in their house. Something after something. Then she tried to go to school. Children need breaks too, y'all. They need a break. If they take care of your children, And see what the mama could have did allegedly felt like she was giving her daughter a break when she was taking her, letting her go see her boyfriend, see she do help her out with her little kid. Because you remember she speak English. So when she go to a parent-teacher conference, they got to pull her from school. Mama got to take her to the school because Johnny can't sit down in his seat. And she have to speak English. I seen it. I ain't making up nothing. I'm telling y'all the truth. Any stuff that I saw, I just can't believe it. But it's the truth. Shoot. That's all it is. The musician who tells the vehicle, okay. And the trunk. Thank you, Leslie. You ain't telling them run that right. Either you found this up on David can't let this go just need and hold hiding away. Now I'm gonna stay on his. I ain't got the cuss. I'm gonna stay on him. I'm gonna stay on this case until they get justice, like I did Kanika Jenkins case. I had another name then, but I was sitting in the chat. Some people challenged that I was in. Some people challenged I followed. But when you ain't making no sense, I got to leave you on this case because you're a distraction. We got a lot of male and female, not only men, women too. We got to be careful who we choose as our boyfriend around our kids. That mama was giving that girl a break. Oh, mama, I'm going with my boyfriend, David. Boyfriend? In the 7th and 8th grade? Shh. Y'all ain't got, let me tell y'all something. Y'all ain't got the teachers that y'all had when I was retired in 2019. You got good teachers. But these parents don't turn the teachers with a different attitude because every time they tell you about your child or what they doing in the gym, they don't even dress out for PE. Or they in the class school acting up. You don't even come see about your own child. You know what Johnny doing. You know why Johnny acting bad and can't sit down in his seat. You know what's going on. But you rather put the problem on somebody else. They got to take these women down too. I know somebody said, Anita, you always talking about women because they need to take y'all down too because sometimes y'all part of the problem. Y'all bringing the problem around your kids. And you don't want to get rid of the problem because you're afraid of the problem. See, I ain't afraid of him. He can't beat me. So my job is to speak up for you. And that baby, that girl don't supposed to be in no Tesla, in no plastic. And we supposed to say, like ain't nothing happened. Like ain't nothing happened. It's no way we ain't had no kind of conference. LAPD don't do that but chase cars all day. They ain't thinking about the crime that they can't solve. She's so young. That's a baby. And I'm so hurt about this situation because I taught middle school. I couldn't teach the elementary kid because they too sweet. They too nice. I did high school for 5 years. Then I went to middle school when my track team girls left. Because I didn't want to go up and I ended up teaching track again, coaching track again. Y'all, I deal with 11, 12, 13, 14, 15-year-old. And they crying for help. And you don't have these teachers right here no more. I have to change my language to get on their language. I had to change my grammar is so terrible because I had to get on the children grammar because they started speaking their language. And then I had to change my grammar for them to get on their language, get in their language to speak what they were speaking. So I can tell the mom and dad what's going on. And the grandmama and auntie. Shoot, man, y'all don't know what I've been through teaching little kids. Especially middle school, it ain't nothing but puberty. They trying to find themselves. Of course she gonna like boys, because that's what they do in middle school. They don't want them middle school boys. Them kids playing games. Like when I'm saying games, like on Fortnite. Parents, if a teacher tell you that your child doing that, they doing it. But then you got some teachers ain't gonna tell you the truth, so you got to pick and choose. You got to pick and choose. But you also remember they only the teacher, not their parent. See, I was all of them. I was the mama, daddy, the assistant principal. I kept them out of trouble. I punished them in track practice. I took the bad ones out and put them on my team because they were tearing up the school in middle school. Me, I didn't have to, but I felt sorry for the parents because you got some hard-working parents out there doing the best they can. So in this case right here, I hear a lot of problems. I hear a lot of responsibility on that little girl. I do. Y'all better open up y'all eyes, start letting that devil control y'all when that devil is a lie. Shoe teaches you to act like my parents. Yeah, I can say things to them, but they got mad at me because they were saying that the children listen to me. And what are you saying to the children for them to listen to you? I said, I'm just being real with them. Y'all trying to talk all proper. Y'all got to come out of that proper stage and get on their level. Shit, y'all better get on these children level. Sit your butt down. You ain't running my class, you better sit down. They used to tell me, Coach, you can't be putting them out of class. I said, then you handle it then. I don't get paid enough to deal with this. But no, Coach, you can't. But I don't tell me what I can do, what you can do. You the principal of the school, you run this motherfucker. Get your class and let them run it. Y'all put all these bad children in my class. I get tired of discipline. So looking at her case, y'all, all I'm saying is looking at her case, I see a lot of things going on in this case to where the parents got to protect themselves because they let her to be with a grown man. They let her be with a grown man. Now, they trying to act like they didn't consent this. They had to consent this. She let her daughter go to the movie with whoever David is. Mama, you ain't seen the boy who you let your daughter go to the movie with? You actually think that I'm about to let my daughter date somebody I ain't never seen. Tell me that boy, that lady seen that boy. She seen me. In church, I was so kid talking to Elder Craig, talking who? I know that right, Tracy. I say in a minute. If you don't want me to say none of yours, go on and put them in somebody else's class. It's just like a fly come over here in my check. If you don't like what I say, bye. But I ain't about to feel sorry for nobody who doing wrong. I'm not. Say what you want to say. And his true fans didn't even make a big deal about him talking to a minor. Right. And mama and daddy, y'all see who was with did she went to the movie. Yeah, they seen that girl who she went to the movie with. Yeah, he protected by somebody. They protecting that boy. But see, David can beat this case. To be honest with you. Why? Y'all got to ask yourself, they ain't trying to cover this case. Why are they not covering this case? Why are they got us, they watching us? I know they stay on my channel. Why aren't they making news coverage about this? They saying what we saying. Y'all got to have an update. Y'all news people supposed to be the news people. Y'all supposed to, no, they ain't telling y'all nothing because they said they can't tell y'all nothing. Do you think it has something to do with hold on, do will correct me if I'm wrong, the landlord. You know what, Becca, I already talked to them about the landlord over here on my channel. We gonna, since you said it, the manager, whoever he was renting that house. And guess what? The head man, Shirley, the head man of the house, he looked like a foreign guy. He like he from somewhere. He said he didn't know David was living in his house because that the man that who run the house, you know, like a real estate agency, he was known to know that a guy named Josh Marshall was renting the house. He didn't know a young boy was staying in his house. Now, that guy who rented that house, I got a problem with you because you said that you gave the camera information to David's manager. That means that you gave them, instead of David is staying in a house where the camera watching him and he's not watching the camera. See, this case is so messed up. David could beat this case, y'all. Yeah. Yeah. See, the head man, who house it is. See, first they lied to us and said it was Halle Berry folk house. That's why I was saying it was Halle Berry house. They lied. But then the man who owned the house, the owner, got somebody working for him, saying that he know that whoever the manager is, Marshall, Josh Marshall is, signed to live in the house. He said he didn't know David was staying in his home. So he put them out the house because it hit the news that what happened. They didn't think that y'all was going to care about a little Spanish girl in the trunk, Frunk-Trunk. They didn't think that y'all was going to care about that. But baby, we care now. We care. We always care about children. Hey, baby. Allison. Hallelujah. Crazy. Okay. And they mess about with the camera. They did mess with that camera because he said he gave the camera to the manager. He gave the camera to the manager. That's what the man who sold the house. I believe he lying. I believe he lying. He saw what was going on in that house. He knew it was a part of the house. He was looking at them young girls and them young boys dancing and everything else. You need to be investigated. Cause you seen before you acting like you gave that man that camera. What man did you get a camera to? Cause he said he didn't live there. He don't even live in California. So who is this? Somebody lied and said they was Josh Marshall. Unless Josh Marshall lying. Y'all got a whole lot of a liar or steal from you. They ain't fooling me. I just can't prove it. Thank you, Edison. You know they still got the camera. You know they mentioned how he gave it. Not the owner, but the guy who rent the house. He said that he gave Josh Marshall the camera. But these folk lying so much. Lord have mercy. I don't deal with liars. I can't deal with liars. And that's why the investigator having a hard time. Because they done put a big old circle with some crosses and some cameras around it. And said, holla da boo, holla da boo, holla da boo. Yes, sir. Man, crazy. The guy who rented the house, I believe he lying too. But he still has access to, he still got access to that. I'm going to tell you something. Only thing they got to do is call the camera company. I don't care what you delete. I don't care if you delete a text message. It's still there. There's a lot of stuff going on in this. And see, if David stayed in that house, and that little girl stayed in that house, and that's a party house, and you looking at them kids all in that house, and you already don't see who David taking his room, you don't see the whole case. Y'all ought to see me when I go in the bathroom and I be out in the public and I be in a hurry to roast the bear. I be looking for little holes in the little behind the toilet seat. I be looking at everything when I be going somewhere using the bathroom. I be looking like on the wall looking for a little bit of little hole. Can you give me a quick rundown? No, I can't do that not in front of my company right now because you can go back and look at the video, baby. We don't have no choice where they is. Sound fishy to me. Ain't no problem with that. I'm gonna tell you something. With a camera, those people at their office sitting there with the whole. I don't understand about the only thing I don't like about this case. It seems like it's not a real case. They act like it's not a real case. They act like the girl is alive. They act like they playing with our mind. They ain't no cover, ain't nobody on the news, ain't nobody nothing, ain't no update, ain't nothing. We ain't the news people. We ain't the newspaper people. We're not the news people. All them cameras out there in that neighborhood, man, please. Jason, come on now. Come on, chill out now. Come on. You're going to have to chill out with that. Because you're starting something. Yeah, it's too quiet. It's too quiet with this case. It's too quiet. It's too quiet. See, they know them folks want money. They may go to jail. Somebody may go to jail. Something going on, guys. And where is the family now? The family better be hiding somewhere. Celeste will get Jessica correct. I'm gonna put you in timeout because you're being disrespectful. I had to put you in timeout, Jason, because we trying to talk about another case. We're not talking about a case that I can't solve. No, it's okay. I'm putting you in timeout because you're playing, and I love children, so I don't play with them. What's up, just sitting here? Hey, baby. If the family not showing enough interest, the LAPD not gonna show enough. But tell me, Benjamin. Tell me. If the police feel like you don't care, they don't care. You don't care, they don't care. They gonna take their time because you don't care. You ain't talking, you ain't telling them nothing. There should be a march for justice on this one. You know what? They're gonna need more than a march, William. They're gonna need more than a march. They're gonna need more than a march. Them people out there, LAPD doesn't have the best track record. The only thing they do is chase cars up and down the street because I do they highway patrol all the time. All they do is chase after cars and knock them off the road and arrest them people. But when it comes down to them children supposed to be, I don't care nothing about no how fast a girl mouth is, how they talk back and stuff. Still they a child. I am too, William. And the parents keep letting this happen every day. And they don't want you to say they wrong. These parents got to wake up and stop being hateful and mean. I looked at something on YouTube yesterday. The grandmama's supposed to be watching the kid while the mama at work. And the little boy was on the driver's seat, driving his, with the car parked. Grandmama was drunk in the back somewhere. And when the police came up, the girl mama was at work. The grandmama was out of it. And they don't want y'all to tell them when they wrong. They need to stay off over here on my channel. Cause I'm gonna hit you like a bingo card. I'm gonna play bingo with you. You wrong, you wrong. LAPD working in the background. They working in the background though. They working. They investigating this case now. It's just a complicated case. That was a child that doesn't know about life. Thank you, Jake Tracy. Middle school kids they just think they can wrong. They just going through puberty, y'all. Just because they 12, 11, 12, 13, 14 got a lot of mouth, you need to put your feet on the ground and put them back in place. You can't give up being a parent. You can't. It ain't easy. Everything can't be on daddy. Everything can't be on mama. Y'all got to try to spend time with and take that pressure off of them. That girl probably cook for them little children, probably help them with their homework, can't even do her homework. That'll make me run away from home. I got to be the mama, and these ain't my kids. You the mama. These just my siblings with their hard-headed self. Y'all, all I gotta tell y'all, stay prayed up. Pray for our babies. Because I stayed in the school system for 25 years, and I wanted to do more than that. But when I saw every time the elementary kids come to the middle school, I'm like, where did 20 children come from? Where they come from? Where y'all get these children from? But when I call, they tell their mama, when I found out that you got a good mama and a good father, or auntie, or grandmama, I got their back. I got their back. I had son that didn't want to get on my track team, got strict I was. And I said, well, you gonna run. You gonna run, and I'm gonna train you to run. And they end up being good students, y'all. They love me right now. I still go see some of them. They like 30-something or 40-something. Come on, y'all. 20-something. Shit, I'm gonna stay on you. The camera footage had tampered with trust. Okay, I can't trust you. I can't trust nobody with this case. You don't know. Don't nobody know this case. They can't figure out the case. How can we figure out the case? Yeah, a lot of parents, a lot of mamas jealous of their own daughters. A lot of daddies jealous of the mom children. A lot of their stepdaddy jealous of the mama children because the mama love her kids and she don't want them to. It's a whole lot going on with this case. Are the camera up and down? Yeah, Williams, I'm not gonna entertain that. I'm not gonna entertain that. Come on now, because we supposed to be grown folks. That's what happens when you don't let everybody in your relationship and in your space. You got to get rid of them. Right, Allison. And this is not in the play, but if you're not serious about kids, don't come on my channel. I love children. And I ain't about to take up for the devil. I'm so tired of the devil winning. Their mama's boyfriend be jealous of them. Right. The mama boyfriend be jealous. Y'all better be careful who y'all bring around y'all children. And then if I'm married to you and I had an outside wet like baby, you ain't gonna like that baby. You ain't gonna like my daughter. You gonna always complain about her. Y'all better wake up and stop trying to act like you can't take care of yourself. Go get you a job. Y'all don't want the truth. Y'all want somebody to lie to you. Go get a job. Y'all got so many jobs, y'all can sit at home and work. They ain't had that stuff when I was coming up. I done worked all my life. And pay taxes. And I'm going to run my mouth as long as I want to. And still owe taxes. We got to do better. And then I feel sorry for the ones who trying to raise their kids, but your grandmama And your mama's still living in her past to her daughter who trying to make a change in her life. You gotta get rid of them grandmamas, them kind of grandmamas too. You got some of them grandmamas still living in their past and brushing that stuff on your children, on your grandkids. Y'all better watch it. Sometimes you got to know, or you got to determine. Ain't no way in the world that girl probably going to the movie with no boy unless he her age. And by the way, I'm gonna see who coming to get my daughter. I'm going to see who. Let me meet David. Let me talk to David's mama. Let me see David. How you gonna go to the? I'm gonna send my daughter to the movie with David. With a boy named David. I ain't even met her family yet. No, you ain't going nowhere. I don't want nothing happen to my children. You ain't going nowhere. I ain't met that boy mama. I don't know what his house look like. I don't know where he lives. And you think I'm about to let you, how you supposed to get into the movie? He picking you up? God, mom, these parents sometimes don't even be knowing, don't even care who the boy is. Just let their children date. They do, y'all. They don't care. I see a lot of children raising themselves because the grown people want to be children. They want to act like the children instead of acting like the parent. And that's what's going on in this case right now. The parent want to be the child. I seen a lot of little children got more sense than the parent. It's a lot of parents I don't know what's up there in that headquarters up there, but it ain't ticking right. But then you got them good. You got it's sad. I've seen kids teach their own daddy, teach their own mama. Say, mama, don't say that. Or don't say that, grandmama. Don't say that. Don't say that, daddy. Don't do that. Dad ain't got no, and the mama ain't got no sense. All they do is fuss. The police go out to David's parents' house, Rivers Hernandez's house all the time. Knock on their door. Not for her, for them to. Children got to hear all that fussing every day. Shoot, I go and they make me a bowl of cereal. Why y'all? Because y'all ain't gonna know I ate it. Just your fussing. You ain't gonna remember. Shoot, I know what's going on. I know what's going on in the case. Police were tired of coming out to their house. The police were tired of coming out to their house. Now, if a police is making reports 14 times, I've been out to your house 14 times, 10 times. Y'all married. Come on, y'all. And then now your child running away. So we really, they don't want to, LAPD don't want to, they can't run your family. They can't put your husband or your wife out because they stay there. And y'all better be careful who y'all let stay in y'all house who got mail coming to y'all house. If they got mail coming to your house, that means that they stay there. You can't put them out. Say, oh no, you need to get you a P.O. box and put your mail in it. Oh yeah, it's a lot of tricky folks know the law. Scammers out there. Did you hear about the prank call on David? Yeah, that's what Allison I brought up the other way. Hey, Mariah, that's what I brought up. Parents be yelling at them kids so much to a point where don't realize this. But yeah, you got. Yeah, the prank call like that too. That's what we talked about earlier. We talk about the prank call. The prank call is telling you that, David, we know where you live, where your parents live. So you better not talk. We don't know what David, what somebody got on David. Believe me, we don't know what they got, what they trying to do today. David could be set up in this whole ordeal. Somebody in the industrial, since he don't want to cooperate, we're going to do this to him. We don't know David, somebody could be, we don't know, so they got to investigate this. They so worried about their toxicology report. Don't worry about their college. If y'all gonna say that she was drinking alcohol and doing drugs, y'all got to lock the people up who she was getting the alcohol and the drugs from. Y'all got to lock them people up. She won for 14. The birthday just came up. So you need to, that man in that liquor store said that she coming there and buy potato chips and drink. Why is she in a package store? You could go to jail. And whoever gave that stuff to that girl and she's underage need to be locked up. And ain't nobody locked up in this case. David not locked up, not the parents locked up. That means somebody controlling this. Somebody is controlling this, and their life can be in danger. Think about it, y'all. Think about it. Their life can be in danger. You don't need a scientist to know this. You know this. You know this. Y'all know this. Y'all smart. Yeah. What's up? Covesi. I hope I pronounced it right. In this industry, man, Hollywood. And then P. Diddy, man, he can't get out that motherfucker. Shoot. Y'all think P. Diddy don't know what's going on? What's going on in the industry? Hey. This ain't big. Everything is deep. This ain't no pity pat anything. What in the wash will come out in the rinse. That's right. It's gonna come out. But David, I don't know if this, when it come out, I don't believe you're gonna be able to sing no more. I don't believe you're gonna be able to rap no more, bro. I don't know. If it come out, I don't believe. Now what I'm saying about David is them people gonna be on his. David not even staying out there to his parents' house. He's not staying out there to his parents' house is because it's confusion going on. It's confused. Mama know what's going on. Do you think if Celeste's parents were not immigrants, David would still? Oh yeah, yeah, yeah. Because we got to find out, in this case, who's David? Who's David? Who is David? That your daughter went missing in March and show up in June. Your daughter was missing in March, and she come in the house April, May, June. Hey, mama, I love you. You knew where I was. You knew where that girl was. Because she got a phone. She was contacting you. She was speaking to you. Come on now. Ain't nobody. Come on, y'all. Come on. And y'all got to remember, every culture is different. They live differently. What Benjamin said, do you think to the last part? Oh, yeah, okay. Okay, Allison. Think about it, y'all. Y'all daughter. Y'all report y'all daughter missing in March. She don't be missing twice. She came home. They took her home the first time. Y'all, March. She missed school in April, May, and she walked up in June. Hey, mama, I love you. Where you? And mama probably ain't said, where you been or nothing like that. I mean, come on, y'all. Oh, you coming in my house just like that. We about to call the police over him. We about to have some talk, but I can't deal with this. Come on, y'all. It don't even sound right. And then here it is. She come back in June. She fussing with a boy. And then you got June, July, August. She ain't in school in August. Is she? What the school records say. August, September. Oh, no. She wasn't in there doing Labor Day. No. She was unalive in Labor Day. She was still 14. She didn't turn 15 until they towed the car way on the 5th. Birthday on the 8th or the 7th, one of the two. I can't remember all that. I got other thing to remember. Come on, y'all. She was 15 while she was unalive. She had a birthday, but she was unalive. She was 14. The girl 14. Still 14. So if the toxicology report is going to say that she had alcohol or illegal drugs in her system, in that case, then somebody got to be locked up. Because that's an underage girl. That's an underage teenager. Y'all better they better get their act together. Whew. Y'all, I'll be back later on. I'm waiting on my son. Take me to the stove, child. We ain't going nowhere. We gonna stay on this case. And we gonna do what we gotta do. Because they still have no coverage on this case. And all this joke, these little children playing, these grown boys playing, talking about Marky talking about he underlined, helped bury that girl. They could have buried that girl and then took her out. We don't know it's dirt in the trunk. We don't know nothing. But to put her in the bed to keep them from smelling, somebody know what they were doing. I'm out of here, y'all. Tell me what you think. Like, share, and subscribe. I love y'all. I'll be back. I ain't going nowhere. Grandma ain't going nowhere.